Hey everybody, it's Chamber Matt, and today I'm visiting with Victor Thompson, farmer's agent here in Port Orchard with the Thompson Agency, located at the intersection of Bethel and Sedgwick, right here on the main drag through town, so to speak.
Yeah, right behind the Chevron.
Right behind the Chevron and right next to the two pot shops here, right?
The glass shop, the pot shop, and the DOL.
There you go. You got
One-stop shopping.
Everything you need right here at this intersection. So, Victor, you're a farmer's agent here in South Kitsap. So, are you from here? What brings you to South Kitsap?
We call ourselves retreads.
Okay.
So I would come over and spend every summer over here in Mason County on Stretch Island.
Okay.
And my partner went to high school and graduated in Bremerton. So I mean, can't hold that
I'm not
against
going to
him.
talk about
We'll
that.
not talk about that.
No.
But our family was getting older, and we were living in Mill Creek, and decided that we needed to come back home.
Okay.
And so we decided Port Orchard because it takes a little bit more than a phone call to just come and just pop by and see us. So we're close, but we're not so close that drop-ins are acceptable. So we decided to open up a business here, and part of being a business is, if we're going to be here, I was going to be involved in my community. Because I'm involved in my community no matter where I went. And for me, living in Port Orchard and having a business here, it was important that I be involved in the community as well, so they know that I'm here.
So now that you're here and you're established and you're involved in the community, what do you do in the community? In what ways are you involved?
Oh, I kind of lost my mind. I'm involved in everything. I have a problem of saying not being
That's
able to
true,
say
because I should have let off with the fact that right now Victor is the chair of the Chamber of Commerce, so that's just one of the hooks that he swallowed. What else you got going?
I'm heavily involved in the afternoon Rotary Club here in Port Orchard, and I'm the incoming president for the local BNI chapter here in Port Orchard, and I'm also involved in the Port Orchard Pride Committee. So we help put on Pride every year here in Kitsap County.
So yeah, it sounds like you've got a full plate.
A little bit.
Okay. What exactly does Farmers do?
Well, people in our business, we refer to it as property and casualty, but property and casualty represents home, autos, and business. We also offer life insurance products through Farmers New World Life. We have a couple of different agencies, or what we call carriers, that we are getting involved with. Farmers recently purchased MetLife, so pretty soon we'll be able to offer the MetLife product as a option to farmers. We also have a company called Foremost that is owned by Farmers, which is another division and another option that we have.
So what's so special about Foremost? Why?
Foremost does a lot of stuff. Number one, first we call it specialty, but what makes it special is its primary is manufactured homes.
Okay.
And we have a few of those.
We got a few of those around here.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in Foremost, we also insure motorhomes, ATVs, your toys, your motorcycles, your campers, your RVs, all the things that you would have recreation with.
Okay. And then there was one other,
Bristol West.
Bristol West. And
so Bristol West is the hard to insure. So companies like Vern Funk use Bristol West, but the fortunate thing about Farmers is Farmers actually owns Bristol West.
Okay.
So you don't have to go to a secondary company to be able to find insurance, to be able to insure stuff like SR22s, people with DUIs or bad driving records, that can't be insured by a normal premier company such as Farmers.
So what does all of these options give you? I mean, the fact that you can do hard to insure people, you can do manufactured homes, life, and all these guys probably do it all. Why do you need so many different carriers?
In today's market, people want options. They don't want to be just pigeonholed into one thing. And the big thing with Farmers is that you get an agent. So you get the personalized one-on-one service. We have a great staff here at the Thompson Agency. We've got Holly, and we just introduced a new young lady named Annie, and also Keith. And we all work together here to make sure that things happen and we can take care of our customers. It's about the customer service and knowing that when something bad happens, somebody will be there to take care of you.
Okay, all right. So what about here in South Kitsap, or I guess in Kitsap County, the fancy cars, the old cars,
you mean all of our wonderful old vintage car shows?
The vintage cars, yeah.
Which we have every Wednesday, and the big car cruise, and the big one we had just last weekend.
Yep, there's a lot of that stuff here. Do you do those those types of cars?
We have a wonderful company that we're affiliated with called Hagerty. And I love Hagerty. I've actually insured my own vintage vehicles with Hagerty since 1983.
Okay.
They're a unique company in where they will allow you to actually name the value of your car. So let's say, Matt, you own a car that's worth $10,000, but you say it's worth $100,000 because that's what you want out of it. Well, Hagerty will insure that car for $100,000 for you. And the nice thing is it's replacement value. So if you total that car, they know you're not going to be able to replace it. They just write you a check for it.
Okay, fine. So, so we talked about cars, specialty cars, manufactured homes, the hard to insure people. Well, here's a hard to insure one. What about general contractors, plumbers, roofers, those types of things? What does farmers do those?
No.
Got them. Farmers doesn't do general contractors. There you go,
Right.
folks. You heard it here first.
So, well, let me rephrase that. Yes and no. It depends on what type of general contractor. If you are in Washington State considered a specialty, so like you do specialize in one thing, such as like tile or your wallpaper hanger or just one specific item, then farmers will insure it. We call it an artisanal contractor. General contractors generally do everything, and that sends out a little bit too much of a risk for farmers. So what they allow us to do is they allow us to take it to outside brokers.
Oh, so you can do those.
Absolutely. So the Thompson Agency can do it. It's just not a farmer's logo on it.
Okay, okay. So then, is there anything you can't insure? How about boats?
Absolutely can.
Motorcycles?
Insure both. Motorcycles, definitely.
ATVs? Am I missing anything? What?
In the 5 years we've been in business, there have been 5 things that we can't insure. 3 of them was because I didn't really want to insure them because it was a little bit too much of a risk. One was an item called a Sherp. It is the most interesting ATV you've ever seen, and we cannot find insurance for it anywhere. And then the other one was a 1932 Norway 42-foot tug. And it's a very unique boat, and the only reason why we couldn't insure it is because they had not had a current inspection. And inspections cost a lot of money. So once they get that done, it's insurable through Hagerty, of all things.
Okay. Well, Victor, thank you for joining us today. And again, come on down, see Victor, see Holly, see Keith, see Annie. And I'm sure that they would love to help you out. And in the meantime, you know, COVID has not gone away. And regardless of the situation, I would always tell you to remember to love local and shop local. Thanks, Victor.
You're welcome. We'll see you out and about.